So here we are with our second video in the 3-part series on toxic relationships. You can see the first video on the link on the top right corner or the description below. I am Sophia Chand from Girls Bus and I aim to share information with you about life as a woman. Whether it's health, fashion, beauty, careers or anything else that touches your life. Subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon to get notified when we upload our third part in this series. In the first video, we spoke about what are the signs of a toxic relationship and how can you understand if you are in one and if the weight of it is bearing down on you. Now we move on to what stops any woman from leaving a toxic relationship. Make sure you watch till the end because we have one bonus point on how your mind plays tricks on you. So we all know that every relationship takes a lot of hard work and effort. It would be remiss of us to say that just because you have a toxic relationship, you must leave. But the point is how much effort should one put in? Sometimes your efforts to patch up a relationship will work and things can look brighter from there. But what happens when you've tried everything and there is just nothing more left for you to do? You've tried talking, counseling, family interventions and whatnot. What makes you not move on from the relationship and continue suffering in silence? We did some research on this topic and some points that came up were so surprising for us. First is finance. This is one of the top issues that plays on women's mind when it comes to ending a relationship, especially if you do not have any stream of income yourself. How will you survive? Can you be independent and get your own income? It's been so many years you haven't worked. Who will give you a job now? Even those who work wonder if their salary is enough for them to sustain themselves thanks to all the gender disparity women face where equal pay is concerned. There are loads of opportunities out there and with the gig economy kicking in, one has more choices now than ever before to earn a steady income. Be open to learning a new skill or exploring options beyond your normal profile. If you need some help on how to manage your finances, then check out our detailed video on budgeting do's and don'ts. If you want to learn how to make the right career choice, then our article on our website girls.buzz will help you to take that first step. You can see the link in the description below. Second is fear of hurting the person you love. Indeed, you love this person and hence got into the relationship in the first place. Love just does not end one fine day, does it? You could still have feelings for the person and of course that is one of the reasons why you waited so long. Then how can you hurt this person and go away? But remember, the person you loved has changed and the reasons you loved him either do not exist anymore or they have been overcome by some totally different and unwanted behaviors. Third is losing the family. Indeed, a lot of people have gone through quite a lot because being a part of a family is very important to them and they just cannot imagine leaving them because of the partner. It takes a lot of courage to erase the positive from your life in an attempt to erase the negative. But ask yourself, is it worth it? Do you want to suffer through this so you can keep the family? I will be honest and not suggest you can be in touch with them because that will involve chances of exposure to your partner and you don't want that. Just let it go. There is more good in life that awaits you. Fourth, family pressure. Many times our families either don't really understand what we are going through or are of mindsets where separation is just not a choice. They keep convincing you otherwise. You are a girl. You have to bear these things for the sake of having a husband. Don't be so demanding. Adjust with what is going on. We will not be able to support you in this decision. He is such a good guy. You are wrong. As long as he is feeding you and the children, you should be happy. These are just some of the things families say to convince you that your decision to leave isn't right and won't benefit you. It's their own fear of being different, what will people say, and fear of going against societal rules. It will eventually die down. Then comes loneliness. Nobody likes to be alone and leaving a relationship definitely comes with that for a while. The strength to face the world alone is something that scares people into just bearing with the relationship. You think about how will you cope with everything alone because till now you've either been with your parents or your partner. You've never done anything alone. Overcoming loneliness can be done in many ways. Lean on your friends, befriend your children again, make new acquaintances, try something new in life, do some social service. Trust me, the satisfaction you get from doing that is unmatchable. Having said that, there is no reason why you should not find another partner. It's just your low confidence talking otherwise. Following the fear of being alone is no one will like you. Even if you get together, the strength of being alone for a while, the thought that you ended a relationship lowers your self-confidence and you feel that you will never be able to get into another relationship ever again because no one will ever like you. But I ask you, why will no one like you? Are you the one that did not put good efforts to make your relationship work? Or you made your partner's life a living hell? Or you were abusive to your partner? If you are not the one creating the toxic situation, then why would anyone not like you? Next reason is children. This is by far the biggest reason why people do not end toxic relationships. Thinking about the future of the child, how will a child grow up without both parents? Will the child be affected by the absence of one parent? What about the child's future? Will you be able to earn enough to educate the child properly and pay for their expenses? Trust me, if you have your mind set, then there is nothing you cannot achieve. There are loads of opportunities out there for women, and maybe it will take a bit of a struggle to sail through initially, but eventually you would have done your child a favor by growing them up out of a toxic environment. Then follows the guilt. You don't want to be the one pulling the string. No one wants to be the villain, and this is how you perceive yourself when you think of changing the status quo. Your guilt of being the one to end it makes you think more than act. Because if you are the one, then everyone will blame you. They will tell you how you messed up with your decision and how wrong you were. But remember, you are the one living that life, no one else. And you definitely have the right to reclaim it. So stop feeling guilty. Now, as promised, coming to the final point where your mind plays tricks on you. And that is shame. Your mind tells you how you could have been wrong in your decision in the first place. And now that you've taken that decision, how can you admit you're wrong? It starts developing excuses of how bad it is of you to do something like this. It was your decision, how can you back out? He's not really so bad, is he? Give it a few more days because it's Diwali, it's Christmas, school is on, parents are visiting, and the list is endless. Let your mind not work you out like this. We all have our reasons to do what we did, and we do not have to bear the brunt of it for the rest of our lives. Be reasonable with yourself and keep aside these feelings that hate shattering the status quo. You have one life and you have the right to live it with happiness. So now that you know the various reasons or excuses that are going to crop up knowingly or unknowingly, tell us in the comments if any of these are what's playing on your mind right now. This brings us to the end of our second video in the 3-part series on toxic relationships. You can see the first video in the link above or the description below. Subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon to stay notified when we update the third and the last video in this series. And of course, all of the other videos we upload on a regular basis, few of which you will see on your screen right now. Thank you for watching. Until next time.